Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, moviepilot.com, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just saw Blade Runner 2049, and for the third time, I'm trying to review it. Little agitated. It stars Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, Anna D. Armas, Robin Wright, Jared Leto, Lenny James, Dave Bautista, Mackenzie Davis, and it's directed by Denis Villeneuve, who has directed some of the best movies this decade, man. Prisoners, Enemy, Sicario, Arrival. Still not sure I fully understand Arrival. I'll rewatch it eventually. If you want to get a shout out in my review of, let's go with Happy Death Day, that's the only thing I know coming here next weekend. Stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So you got K, played by Ryan Gosling. He is a Blade Runner. He is on an investigation, and he winds up digging up clues that are like 30 years old, and it leads him back to finding Deckard, Harrison Ford. He kind of goes on a little mission of self-discovery, finding out who he really is and all that at the same time. Off jump, I'm gonna just throw it out there, put it out in the open, man. This is kind of a flawless movie. I'm not one to really call any movie perfect, even if I give it a perfect score. There was nothing really that jumped out to me about this movie that I didn't like. Let's off bat just start with the performances. Ryan Gosling carries this movie practically in every scene, kills it. His demeanor it fits the tone of the world. It fits the tone of this movie. I mean, his character was insanely interesting. I mean, I don't know Jake Gyllenhaal. Um, I don't know somebody like Ryan Reynolds. I don't know somebody. They couldn't have picked like a better actor to play the role of K. If you've seen the first one, you already know, man. Like, this is a sci-fi cop movie. The sci-fi action cop movie. The action scenes look good. There's a fight scene with Sylvia Hoeks and Ryan Gosling that I didn't know who was gonna win. Harrison Ford, man, like one of the coolest dudes in Hollywood. He's got to be, man. Like, after Indiana Jones was past its prime, after Star Wars was past its prime, but after Blade Runner past its prime, he came back and helped revive every single series. Um, Indiana Jones didn't quite work out. I don't necessarily hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but it's nowhere near as good as the first three. If Disney's doing Star Wars, you see what they're doing with Marvel. You jump in, and if you get a filmmaker like Denis Villeneuve to do Blade Runner, you jump in. The story is interesting, man. Like, there's a lot of investigative. This clue leads to this. This clue leads to this. Got to fight somebody. This clue leads to this. It's good, man. Like, of course, the two leads, they do their thing. Anna D. Armas, who was in movies like War Dogs, Hands of Stone, and Knock Knock. She's good here too. And then, like I said, Sylvia Hoeks, man, she was a standout to me. Like, she kills it in every scene she's in. She's like Jared Leto's number two, I guess. And then, speaking of, man, Jared Leto, creepy as shit. He takes over like the dude Tyrell in the first movie. Jared Leto takes over his role. The replicants are altered. I don't want to go into anything. I feel like no matter what I say, it's gonna be some type of spoiler. I don't usually go into technical aspects, man, but with a Denis Villeneuve movie, man, you have to. Cause him and Roger Deakins, man, the cinematography, the shot framing, the color schemes, the score, like, you notice it all stands out. Like, and here too, just like in their past movies, like the colors you see behind me in that poster, man, the environment is that color at times. The futuristicness, the effects, some of the effects are mind blowing. There's just so much to praise about this movie, and I don't want to go any further and potentially spoil something. The window is cracked open, man. Like, not everything is tied up. There's potential for future installments. The way that the story unraveled, it kind of hit me. Like, I wasn't really expecting what actually turned out to be, and nods to the original, and it's a sequel, but you don't necessarily have to see the original to enjoy this movie. So with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that Blade Runner 2049 is dope and a half. And I'm not even one who calls the original, who, confession time, I just saw the original Blade Runner for the first time yesterday, and I don't really see it as the masterpiece that everybody else calls it. But I also heard it takes multiple viewings to really get immersed into it, and I watched the final cut. I wonder how many 2049 cuts we're gonna end up getting. Have you seen Blade Runner 2049? What did you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between. Let me know. Drop a comment down below and share your thoughts. If you want that shout out in my review next weekend of probably Happy Death Day, how much is Blade Runner gonna make opening weekend, man? Be the closest within $2 million. Get your guesses in before noon Central Time, kickoff, NFL Sunday kickoff, and get the shout out next weekend. I have recently posted reviews for American Made, Lego Ninjago, Kingsman: The Golden Circle, American Assassin, It. There's a movie talk on my favorite sitcoms. Check those out. Happy Death Day, hopefully The Foreigner. Highly, highly, highly disappointed Marshall's not coming to my theater. It's only getting an 800 theater release. That's a letdown. I really wanted to see Chadwick Boseman as another historical figure. The weekend after, I know The Snowman comes out. I'm not sure what else. So stay tuned for all of that, man. Hopefully me and my boys can get an NBA prediction video out there. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.